Well, looks like it's going to be a pretty quiet year this year for E3 because, according to IGN, nobody is going to be attending the event officially on the sales floor. And that begs the question, like, what are we gonna have? Are we gonna have like a Steam showcase and an Epic Games showcase, and like what is going to happen for the format of E3 this year? I'm really confused on that. In IGN's whole post, which I will link in the description and in the comments below, they basically say that IGN has heard from multiple knowledgeable sources that Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo won't be a part of E3 2023 or have a presence on the Los Angeles Convention Center show floor. They went on to speak with Xbox Phil Spencer about his thoughts on this, and he said that Xbox Phil Spencer said that the platform holder is timing its showcase with E3 at the moment for convenient for press and even consumers at the event, meaning that it's likely to roughly align with the event itself. Spencer also stressed that Xbox's public support for E3 and Entertainment Software Association. However, IGN understands that Xbox will not have an official booth on the show floor. Xbox Phil Spencer goes in, he doubles down on his statements about supporting the ESA by saying, Xbox is on board of the ESA, and I think a successful and healthy ESA is critical to what we're trying to do, so we place our showcase, like we've always done, at a time where hopefully it's convenient for press and even consumers that are going to the E3 event, and that's what we're trying to do now. We will continue to work with the ESA in terms of their plans. As I said, we are on board. We want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to help make E3 successful. However, when we look over at Nintendo and Sony side of things, stepping away from Xbox, here's what IGN has to say about this. They say Nintendo has traditionally maintained a booth on E3 show floor even after pioneering the quote-unquote direct format. However, IGN has heard from sources around the industry that neither Nintendo nor Sony will be at E3 2023, with PlayStation originally deciding to drop out in 2019 over reported disagreements with the Entertainment Software Association. It's currently unclear whether Nintendo or Sony intend to create a showcase with the event. Now, I think this is very big, okay, because we had a lot of time away, and this article goes over a lot more. So again, I recommend you all go in and read it, but this is what I'm going to take away from it. And I'm going to say that ever since we had that little issue that we had earlier on with the past 4 years that we dealt with, we have started to become a lot more adapted to watching these video game stream showcases. We've been adapted to watching PlayStation Direct, Xbox Directs, Nintendo Directs. We've had some summer game showcases. We've had the Game Awards, which have always been ongoing. And shout out to Jeff Keighley and everyone that's made that possible for going through. But it seems like the big companies, the big hitters, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, really want to stick to that format because, again, they can control whatever they want to do with these streams and they can show you the content. And they specifically know that the consumers, like Nintendo consumers, for example, the Joy-Con boys are gonna go specifically to their stream, watch their information, and eat all that up, and that they won't have to worry about PlayStation or Xbox being involved with that competition as well. I think it's gonna be very interesting this year, man. I think that we're going to just have a E3 filled with a bunch of digital game showcases. This is gonna be a very big time for if indie gamers or indie developers want to step into the spotlight, that they can do that. There's gonna probably be a lot of digital showcases, and again, it looks like Xbox wants to stay involved. They want to push, Phil Spencer always pushing that positivity, but again, there will not be an Xbox presence on the sales floor. So what can they offer to people physically going to E3? Really, it just seems like people watching at home will benefit from this, since they won't have to worry about any conventions on the sales floor that they might miss out on. They won't have to because they simply won't exist. And it just makes me wonder, what do Sony and Nintendo have cooking up? Like, we know that the Nintendo Switch is getting old. No one really likes the console as it is anymore. We see that there are big flaws with it. It was a majestical dream to play with back in 2017, but it's 2023 now. It's time for something new. Will Nintendo show off their new console at the end of this year, or do they even have a new console in mind? Everyone's been shouting about Nintendo Switch Pro this and that, and I'm starting to lose hope that Nintendo doesn't have anything brewing. Also, Nintendo hasn't talked about a Nintendo Direct in a couple of months now. Usually we would have news of when one's going on, but I expect that if we do have a Nintendo Direct this upcoming February, that we're going to hear about it right as it's about to happen, like a day into it. So we're going to see what happens. It looks like it's going to be a dry year for gaming conventions. Hopefully the companies have something cooking up. But damn, this is absolutely insane to hear. Again, I want to hear what y'all think. Did y'all even care about E3 in the first place, or do you think this is going to be a very big blow to the convention as a whole? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. And of course, if you like this video and you want to see more, hit that like and the subscribe button. I'm very excited to keep going on with content and pushing this channel. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and peace out.